Hi, this is Krista, staff writer from the Prowler, and I'm talking to Coach Reeves today about the boys varsity basketball team. So, Coach Reeves, I just want to start talking to you about Carrollton. What did you take away? What were your main takeaways, both positive and negative, from your game in Carrollton?
Our game in Carrollton, we, like I said, it was a challenging game. They're 7A, ranked number 9. They're a good basketball team, but we saw some of the things that we struggled with in the past, and some things that we obviously need to get better at. They press, which we knew going into, and that's one of the things that we need to get better at. And we didn't do it great sometimes, and then we did it pretty well some other times. So. With a scrimmage, you kind of want to be able to find those weaknesses and address them, and we definitely found that. Where are we going to get our perimeter scoring? Where are we going to be able to break the press and not turn the basketball over? So, honestly, even though we lost, there were lots of positives, because last year we won our scrimmage game by 30 and didn't get anything good out of it. And then we lost a lot of the first game. So I'd rather lose now and then figure out what we can fix. And like I said, pressure and our intensity level we got to work on.
Also, I wanted to ask you, preseason, just how have you been preparing for just all the games and everything like that? How have you been preparing? What have you been doing?
Well, we started kind of back in the spring. We were in the weight room a lot in the springtime. In the summertime, we have games all summer, and played fall basketball league this year too. We played 8 games, I guess, in our fall league, and we're ranked number 2 in our fall league. So we've been playing since then. Like I said, they always have those silly shirts that say the grind never stops, but it really doesn't. I mean, if you want to play basketball all year, it's there for you. So as soon as the season ended last year, we started back lifting weights, and from that point on, we've been going as hard as we can. So hopefully it's prepared us for this upcoming season.
That's awesome. You have 2 sophomores on your team, specifically William Robinson. Talk to me a little bit about him. What are you planning to use him for? What's kind of his role in the team?
William's our starting center right now. Being 6'7" is not something that everybody is blessed with. And William, we are running a lot of our offense and anchoring our defense on William. So he is actually going to be a big part of what we do offensively and defensively. And like I said, as quick as he matures and gets better, because he's really good now, but as he grows as a player is how good we'll be able to be. We actually also have 2 other ones. We have Scott Stevens, who started in our game in Carrollton. Logan Ignawa will come in and play now that football's over with, and Owen Clevenger. So we actually have a lot of youth on the team. So like I said, we want to develop those guys, and we want our future to be bright with them. And like I said, as quick as we can bring them along, is the better we can get.
Talk to me a little bit about senior leadership and how that is going to affect the team. Just kind of tell me about how the seniors are helping encourage the youth specifically, and how they're gonna later become those leaders, and how you're preparing them to become leaders.
Yes, ma'am. We have a nice eclectic group of seniors when it comes to their leadership. Cade Daniel is a more vocal leader. He is is good at pushing everybody. Caden Olvey is our hype guy, who is at all times hustle, all times excited.
Of course.
Jeremiah is very similar to that in both ways. He brings a physicality to us. Kind of helps bring that toughness. Tate Colson is a very quiet leader, but he's also that guy all the time. Joey Weinfurther is one of our other seniors, who is just as tough as nails and is coming back from 2 injuries, so he's that hard work guy. We have Chase Jones, who is he's on the injured reserve right now, but he'll come back and he'll lead with his offense, and he'll lead with his he's quiet too, but he's he'll come out and let us play lead. And then we have Tito Alafe, who is honestly a model student here at our school when it comes to academics, and I think he's really going to surprise some people with how hard he's been working in the gym and actually on the track field. But he's going to do some big things for us, and he's just going to lead by example. Tito's not going to say a word most of the time, but he is going to he'll lead with his actions.
Awesome. And going back to the takeaways from the Carrollton game, how are you going to use what you got from the Carrollton game this weekend against Landmark?
Yeah, the first practice we had after Carrollton, we decided we were not tough enough and we were not physical enough. So pretty much everything we did in practice was, we beat each other up a good bit. Everything was a toughness drill. Everything was a, get on the floor, dive on the floor, take a charge. Everything was more predicated on being physical, because we felt like we got out physical, not because we were weak, but just because we didn't bring that same level that Carrollton did. And so when we saw what Carrollton did, we said, all right, we have to be on that level. So what can we do to get better? So like I said, hopefully this weekend we'll see a lot more physicality on defense. We'll see a lot more strength on offense. A lot of our good rebounders, it was just very small, detailed things about grabbing a rebound and, not turning it over after that. So hopefully you'll see a lot more physicality. Hopefully you'll see everybody diving on the floor everywhere, because that's what Carrollton did. And like I said, they were a very good basketball team, but we gave them a lot of what they got. And so we're going to work this weekend with Landmark to not handing anything to the other team. We're going to have to make that other team earn it. Yeah,
and sort of what can we expect other than just like physicality? What can we expect more, I guess, technicality-wise? I don't know.
Yeah, no, when you look at what our team brings, we have a lot of speed. And you have Renard Hernandez up front, who may be the fastest, kid with the basketball in his hand that I've ever coached. We have a strong set of guards that push the tempo. We have a couple of bigs that are, coming in with, hopefully it'd be nice to get some dunks going back in games, because y'all know how exciting those are. But hopefully you're going to see us flying around on defense and pushing the tempo on offense. And like I said, bringing hopefully some excitement to the gym. That's kind of our goal. So our boys really build off of the crowd energy, and they build off of each other's energy. So hopefully very energetic, hopefully loud, in a good way.
Yeah, of course.
And, it's hopefully good basketball.
Awesome. And also, you have a bunch of games. You have a bunch of games before Christmas break, and you have a couple tournaments before, during Thanksgiving break.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the goal early in the season to start building? And what is the goal for the rest of the season, I guess?
Yeah, all of our region games are after Christmas.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to play some competitive teams beforehand. We want to do everything we can do to get ready for that region run, because that's the most important stretch. Our Thanksgiving games are over in Athens at North Oconee High School. Well, right outside Athens. Good teams, good venue, lots of people there. It's called the Andy Landers Classic. It's been around for about 13 years. And then we're going to Pensacola over the break to Florida. So it's one of those trips where everybody hopefully enjoys themselves, but we also play really good basketball. I want to say in that tournament there are teams from 8 different states there, and so we'll play teams from outside of Georgia, so we'll see different brands of basketball. Like I said, we want to expose ourselves to the most competition we can. Sometimes your win-loss record doesn't reflect how good you're playing, and we would like to play competition, because really that 14-game stretch we'll have after the break will be the most important thing we have.
Yeah, awesome. I think that's all I need. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you for coming in.
Don't forget to come out and support the Panthers this Saturday. Girls play at 6 and boys play at 7:30. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes.